Good morning, Tennessee Valley. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful, foggy Tuesday morning.
A little bit.
It is 6:31 a.m. and 71 degrees in the studio. Not that that helps you. I'm Matt Ryerson, your host this morning.
Hi, I'm Matt Tolbert, the Supergirl to your Superman.
That's the best one yet.
Yeah, you like that?
Welcome. We're glad to have you with us this morning. If you are getting ready for work or you have an appointment or something to do this morning, give yourself a little extra time. It's pretty thick fog out there right now. It's pretty slow going, so make sure you have that. But the roads are clear. It's dry. It's supposed to be a beautiful day, so that's all good news.
Use the fog lights.
If you have them.
If you have them on your vehicle, use the fog lights. I don't.
Yeah, neither do I. Yeah. So man, how was your weekend?
It was good. My parents were in town, so we got to spend some time with my mom and dad and hang out with them and let them buy us dinner. It was nice.
Yeah, that's always good. Parents
it was nice. Yeah.
Well, I had an exciting weekend.
Exciting.
Very exciting. We went to Huntsville to meet my wife's family, my in-laws, which is always a wonderful time. I always love visiting with my in-laws. Went up there Saturday and saw my brother-in-law in concert. My brother-in-law is a rock star, legitimate rock star.
Yes, I know.
Had big hits. So we went and watched him in concert, which was always great. Did some visiting with the family. Next day we got up.
Did you get VIP backstage passes?
We did. We were backstage. We went to the catering tent.
Oh,
steak.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So. The next morning we got up and we went to the Space Museum there in Huntsville, right off of 72. You drive by, you see the big rockets. Had a blast. Kids loved it. If you haven't been to the Space Museum, you got to check it out. This is a really cool place.
It's not that far away, too. Huntsville's, what, 2 hours down the road?
Yeah, at most 2 hours away. So it is a worthwhile trip. We were there several hours. So we're walking out. Here's where the story gets interesting. We're walking out, and there's these guys. They're filming something. They got a boom mic and some cameras. My wife recognizes the guy with the boom mic. She recognizes him, and she says, I think that's the guy who does the sound for the television show 19 Kids and Counting, the Duggars. The Duggar family, if you don't know, Michelle and Jim Bob Duggar have, I think, 20 children now.
Yeah, they just had another one, yeah.
Yeah, and their oldest son has 2 children, and they're all kind of under one roof. So it's entertaining.
Yeah.
Good Christian folks.
Now, how did she recognize the microphone boom?
Yeah, because they do some of these behind-the-scenes shows, and they kind of flip around. You can see the. So, anyways, we get her to go talk to the guy.
So she's a fan then. She's watched the show.
She's a huge fan.
Okay.
She's a huge fan. So we go over there. She would get her to go over there, and sure enough, this guy is the Duggars audio guy. And in fact, we start chatting with him, and he says they're going to be here in about half an hour.
No.
Yeah. And Heather loses her mind. She's like, no way. I bought her the Duggar book, the Duggar family book. I bought her that for her birthday just a few weeks ago. She had brought it with her for the weekend. So she literally had this book with her. And this is no joke.
So she wanted to get it signed.
Yeah, she wanted to get it signed. So just real quickly, the Duggar family is sweet as can be. They really are. They get off this bus, and it's this major tour bus, which is clearly not large enough.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. With 19 kids, it's clearly not large enough. And they get out, and the audio guy had talked with us for a bit, seemed to take a liking to us. When he was over on the bus, he tells Jim Bob, the father, and the family that we're fans. And so they come out, and they don't go to the museum. They come out and come to us. And they sit down with us and chat for like a good solid 10, 15 minutes. This is no exaggeration. It was pretty impressive.
The whole family?
The whole family.
It's like 25 people.
Yeah, it was like, and the museum was fairly empty that day, and so the parking lot was pretty empty. So we weren't drawing a bunch of attention. But Jim Bob came over and talked. His wife, Michelle, was not there.
Okay.
She was with the youngest child who can't travel yet. So they had just gotten done doing a habitat build and chatted about his website, and it just as nice as could be. Anyways, wrapping up, he signed, several of the kids signed the book, really nice. And as they're leaving, he says, well, let's get a family picture. Calls all the family in around us.
Wow.
Around us. So we have this great picture on Facebook of the Ryerson family and the
That's
Duggar
great.
family. And they have a son named Jackson, who's 7. We have a son named Jackson. So we got Jackson Ryerson, Jackson Duggar together for a couple photos. It was quite an event.
Well,
So,
you know what I did?
What?
I had pizza.
Awesome. That's about the same.
Yeah, I
level
think
of
it's the same
excitement.
level of excitement. Pizza.
So yeah, so
That's really cool. That's really cool.
And I'll say this about them. A lot of TV stars become divas, become a little egotistical. Think they're big stuff. You've kind of developed that a little bit.
Well, I'm on TV every week. What do you expect?
We're like that. I would tell you the Duggar family is not at all that way. And in fact,
Really?
in talking to the sound guy, they don't have television in their home. I mean, they don't.
So they don't even
television.
watch themselves.
Right, so they don't even realize the level of celebrity that they actually have. So
Wow.
it was pretty interesting.
Can I ask you this? What does Jim Bob do for a living to provide?
Jim
for all of
Bob
these
actually is
kids?
quite the entrepreneur. Back in the day, he actually, I think, was an elected official for a period of time.
Oh, really?
He is quite the real estate guy.
Okay.
In fact, he made a significant amount of money selling some real estate to cell phone tower companies, and sold off some of that. And now he's in business. He does several used car businesses, that sort of thing. So he's actually quite the entrepreneur.
Well, it's good that he has enough money to provide for 25 people.
Yeah, and I'm sure the show doesn't hurt. And they get
would think
endorsements
so.
and
Yeah,
books, and,
sure.
and so, but I mean, that's kind of his entrepreneur spirit.
Yeah.
So I give them the family credit. We just loved them. They were as nice as could be, as polite as could be. What you see on the television show is just like what they are.
And none of those kids are adopted, right?
None, all naturally born.
Wow.
Extraordinary. So quite inspiring. It really was. So we were
Great.
thrilled. It was exciting. It was a pleasure to meet them. But that was a highlight of our weekend. My wife was just blown away.
Sure.
My son, who's 5, was interested and kept asking, "Am I going to be on TV?" Which is a possibility. The reality cameras were there, and they had to sign waivers and everything. So it was entertaining. It was interesting. So watch the Duggars. 19 and Counting, I think, is the name of the
That's good.
show.
What channel is that on?
TLC and Discovery, I think they're on both channels.
Cool.
We're going to take a quick look at the weather in just a second, but a couple other tidbits, local news. Today is Restaurant Tuesday.
Right, United Way.
Yes, and this one's a big one. Cece's Pizza.
They're on Paul Huff.
Yeah, over there in Paul Huff, back in the shopping mall there, the little shopping area. Cece's Pizza has upped the ante. They're going to give 10% of all their proceeds today.
It's usually 5, but they're giving 10.
They're doing 10%
Fantastic.
today. So if you're looking for a place to eat, go on over to Cece's Pizza. 10% of what you spend is going to go to the United Way and all those great agencies. Of course, I'm a little bit of a homer here, but I think most would agree United Way is a good cause. 10%, go on over to Cece's Pizza. Last night, the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Redskins 18-16 on a last-minute field goal.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Tony Romo with a punctured lung, broken ankle. That might be an exaggeration, but he was beat up, and he
He was wearing a Kevlar vest.
Kevlar vest.
And all of you officers out there, all you law enforcement officers know what that's like.
So yeah, not only can he not hurt himself from a tackle, but if somebody had shot him,
Exactly,
okay
which
too.
is always a danger when playing the Redskins. I hate the Cowboys, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that out.
The Braves lose, so a lot of you may not have been able to stay up. The Braves are in a pennant race.
They're wild card.
Wild card. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
and they're going down the stretch. They're up by 1 game and they lose with 3 games to go.
But the other team lost 2.
The Cardinals also lost,
Yes.
so they stay 1 game up
So
with
we're-
2 games to go.
Which all they need to do basically is win one of these games.
If they beat the Phillies, one of these games are probably, well, at least a playoff, for sure a playoff, if not in the playoffs. So, and then Texas A&M is joining the SEC.
Oh,
For all you
yes.
Tennessee fans, we got a new member of the SEC, Texas A&M.
Where is A&M? Where is it in Texas? Is it? Do you know?
No.
Okay. No. Okay.
It's in Texas.
Well, I mean, Louisiana isn't Louisiana. Well, LSU is like the furthest west for
Right.
the SEC, but now Texas A&M is going to be
I
the
would
furthest
guess so.
west.
Yeah.
So
Still okay.
you think so?
We're going to take a quick look at the weather, local weather here today. Jennifer is flying solo back in the back. Joe Palo is not with us this morning. He's embarrassed as Dolphins lost again. So
0-3.
today it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day once this fog burns off. It's going to be cloudy, but it's going to be a high of 80. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 81. And these beautiful, cool evenings down in the 50s. It's just wonderful. And then Thursday, another sunny day with a high of 82. That's a good-looking week.
I hear the weekend's supposed to be beautiful, too.
That's awesome.
In the 70s and sunny.
That's awesome. Well, hey, we've got some great guests today. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Welcome back this morning. Glad to have you with us. We appreciate you joining us on this foggy Tuesday morning. We got a very special guest here this morning. A lot of you may know him.
I don't know about very special, but I'm here.
Scott Webb. Scott is with Walker Valley High School, and Scott has done he does a lot of work with local sports. But here he's talking about a very special event you have coming up on Walker Valley.
We do. We have a very special event coming up next Thursday. It's called the Pink Ribbon Bowl. Maybe a lot of people have heard about it. It's a Powder Puff football games. We actually have 4 high schools that are participating. Meigs County and Polk County, and Walker Valley and Bradley are participating. And all the proceeds for the event are going to the Mary Ellen Locher Foundation.
Oh, all right. So this is next Thursday night.
Next Thursday night, we're making a big push this week, trying to sell tickets. All the high school has tickets. You can get tickets at all the high schools for $5 for adults, and 10 and under is $3, and you can Get your tickets now. It's going to be a little more expensive at the gate, $7 at the gate, but it's just a big fundraiser. We're going to have lots of events. The Walker Valley High School band is playing at halftime of one of the games. We've got tons of vendors and stuff that are going to be there just promoting their business. A lot of health-related vendors. So it's just trying to have a big carnival-type atmosphere and getting a lot of support out there and try to raise a bunch of money for the Marion Loker Foundation.
Now, when you say powder puff,
it is girls flag football.
Okay.
Girls flag football. Some of the high schools are going to have male cheerleading teams.
Yeah, all right.
It's turned into a big event. We got a lot of there's always a lot of competition, especially between Walker Valley and Bradley, and between Meigs and Polk, and those are the two games. And so all four schools are very excited. There's been a lot of build up, and the girls are very excited. They've been out working extremely hard. I know the girls at our school have been, and they've been practicing since August. Since we got back into school. So they're very excited, very anxious, and we're hoping to put a big event together and have some fun and raise a bunch of money.
And we'll say our local athletics, as you know, are very competitive. And for those of you who haven't been to a high school event lately, the girls' sports are very competitive. We have some athletes out there.
We have great. This area has great girls' athletics. Basketball is this is one of the better areas in the state in terms of the quality of competition. So there's always that a little bit of competitive juice flowing, and then when you start mixing in rivalries, with Meigs and Polk and Walker Valley and Bradley, it kind of ramps it up a little bit more. So we're very excited about the event. It was, we just I'm a former head football coach, so my passion has always been football. So we got the opportunity to coach. We have a junior-senior game that happens during homecoming week, which actually happens tonight out at the stadium. So I got the opportunity to coach my daughter, who was a junior last year, and I thought, man, this would be
right.
Let's see if we can do something a little bit more than just playing each other. Let's see if we can get some other people involved and try to do something really special and big. And that's kind of how this whole process started. But the girls, they love it. They're so excited. My daughter's a huge football fan, and she would love to be able to suit up and play every week if she could. But this is her opportunity to go out there and play, and she's really excited about it.
when I was in college, I used to play like pickup tackle football, and we had a girl who came out there, and she hit hard. she was beautiful too, but she hit hard. I did not want to get hit by her.
It's just a lot of fun. They really enjoy it. They're out there. Our girls are going to be out there. They got the little wristbands, and they're running shotgun, and they're running no huddle, and they take it seriously. They're really out there practicing hard, and I know the other schools are doing the same thing. And it's all for a great cause. That's we want to win, and the other schools, they want to win, but ultimately the big winner is going to be the Marion Loker Foundation.
And maybe you could talk just a second about this foundation. A lot of you may know about this foundation. A local foundation does terrific work with cancer victims. But
and the reason, I've had a lot of people ask, why did we choose this particular group? Well, the foundation sponsors a scholarship. And I thought that, and our committee thought that the best way for schools and education to be involved would be to promote an event that was going to help victims. There's so much financial strain on cancer patients and all the things that they have to go through, and to be able to sponsor a scholarship fund that will allow their offspring, their children, to go and continue their education and help alleviate some of that burden. That to me was just, I'm such a big, obviously I'm a teacher, so I'm a big believer in education. I'm a big believer in education beyond just high school. So it was just an excellent. It was just a perfect fit for us as schools to select them, and they do such a great job. And there's a lot of community support. Valley for the Cure, which is the Lee Volleyball is very heavily into. Their money goes towards the foundation, and it was just local, just a natural fit.
Right. So one more time, next Thursday.
Next Thursday, 6 o'clock, we're going to have an opening ceremonies. All the girls are going to be there. We got individuals from each school participating in our opening ceremonies, and then we're going to, about 6:15, 6:20, we're gonna flip the coin, and we're going to have Megs and Polk are going to open up, and then we're going to have a little survivor walk in between the games, and then Walker Valley and Bradley are going to close out the night.
Nice, nice. And if you want tickets out there, it sounds like you can go.
You can go to all the local high school has tickets right now, and if you get them in advance, you can save yourself a little bit of money. Not, they'll be $7 at the gate, and we're just super excited about it.
And this sounds like a great event, folks. I mean, it's not just, and it's going to be outstanding football. I have no doubt about that.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, you're going to be, if you come, you're going to be surprised at how competitive it is, because it's going to be very competitive. Those girls are going to go out there and play very hard.
So you're going to see some great football. You got vendors out there. You have a survivor's walk. And like you said, the big winner here is the foundation.
Absolutely.
Great cause. So even if you come out late, spend that extra couple dollars. I'm sure there'll probably be a bucket to throw a little extra cash in as far as donations.
Oh yeah, we've got all kinds of plans. So come on out and join us.
Yeah, bring your wallets, because this is a great cause, and ultimately scholarships kids, and that's a good thing. So thanks for joining us today, man.
Hey, my pleasure.
Really?
Well, I don't know. It's my pleasure at 6-something in the morning, but I'm happy to be here.
You're on the right set, though. Football fans here, football coach right there.
Yeah,
We're all right with
man,
that.
we're
all right
excited
with
to
that.
have you. Seriously.
Good.
And real
Happy-
quick, we commented off of the air. Big game for Cleveland this week.
Yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland played their best football game of the year this past week, and they're starting to get a little momentum going. The last 2 or 3 weeks, they're starting to play a little better football, starting to get the running game going. So we're looking forward to them having a big week this week. They're off this week. Walker Valley has homecoming this week against McMinn County, and Bradley, is at Ray County. So it's going to be another big week. Don't forget, you can catch us on Football Friday. I'll go ahead and plug another one of Joe's shows. We'll be on live at 11 o'clock, and preceding that at 10:30 will be my show, Sports Zone. WV Sports Zone will be on at 10:30 and also airs. Its first broadcast is Wednesday at 7. So I feel like I'm just one of the guys around here just programming on Joe Payload TV.
He is such a pro, man. I set him up and he knocked it down. Awesome. Thanks again for joining us today. We
pleasure,
love
guys.
having
Good to
you.
see you.
Appreciate it. Stick with us. We have some more special guests and the things that matter. We'll be right back.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
I'm Wes Robbins with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. When it comes to employee benefits, we've got you covered. Call me today for the best service and best solutions to your group health and employee benefits needs. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro-laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It is so good to have you. I have a couple quick announcements. We're going to jump into things that matter. The people for Care and Learning are doing a really cool event. They have the Far East Broadcasting Company, which is the Korean Children's Choir, coming to Cleveland here.
The what?
The Korean Children's Choir. And
Korean
this is an incredible choir. They're actually world renowned.
They're from Korea?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
cool.
They're coming here to the States, and in fact, they've done concerts for George Bush and Billy Graham and a number of other prominent figures.
Wow.
They're coming here. They'll actually be here tomorrow at Heritage Fellowship Church of God, tomorrow night, Heritage Fellowship Church of God at 7. They're going to be Thursday at Church of God International Headquarters in the morning. They're going to do Lee University Chapel, Cleveland High School in the afternoon. Friday, this Friday, the Korean Children's Choir will be at the Garden Plaza, Life Care at 2:30. And then Sunday, if you're really wanting a good show, North Cleveland Church of God is hosting the Korean Children's Choir. North Cleveland Church of God this Sunday at 10:30. And then again that night at First Baptist Church at 6.
They're making the rounds.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of performances, and it really is extraordinary. I've seen clips of it. They do an incredible job, so I'll try and plug that a little bit later. But
Very cool.
yeah. But we have some really important stuff to discuss.
That's right, we do. If I can pick it up here. All right.
So important you weren't ready for it.
Yes, I know. My name is Matt, and these are the things that matter. The Bolivia Productive Development Minister complains that beer consumption is rising 10% a year while milk consumption is stable. Teresa Morales says Bolivians consume more beer than milk, which is apparently a problem. I don't understand why. They say Bolivians drink 30 liters of milk a year and 35 liters of beer. And so she's backing a bill that imposes a small tax on beer to finance promotion of milk's benefits.
Oh, that's good. Awesome.
I don't know what else to say
Isn't
about
that
that.
where,
That's so important.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, Rob Banks. For
What,
a while.
Bolivia?
Yeah, I think they went to Bolivia for a while.
All right, next one. Ignacio Mark Asperas of Melville, New York,
You nailed it.
is now the official holder of another patent that should qualify for a crazy, crazy patent list, entitled Apparatus for Facilitating the Construction of a Snowman or Woman. The 25-page patent document is a perfect how-to guide for making a snowman.
You know, I like that that he was not sexist in that.
Right, man or woman.
Right. It's difficult to tell the difference.
I don't know
in a
what you do. You put
snowman or a
eyelashes
woman.
over the little bean things?
I don't want to know what they do to
You put a
determine.
tie on the man and,
Okay.
and like a dress on the woman? I don't-
Maybe.
But he is the first to patent a snowman. What in the world?
No, he didn't patent it. It says
He
he's-
patent. Okay, you're right.
a
He
perfect
patented the
how-to
construction. Nobody has actually patented the construction of a snowman.
You know why? Because I don't think you need a how-to guide on how to make a snowman.
I guess. It even offers a brief history of the snowman.
Oh, great. Awesome.
This is interesting. Going back to beer, a number of international spas would have you rub beer, red wine, and chocolate all over your body. So-called beer spas in Austria, Germany, Czech Republic, and Mexico, red wine spas in France and Japan, and chocolate baths in the UK all promise a variety of excellent side effects, including soft skin and lower blood pressure, and a really good excuse to drink your bath water.
You like your spa stories, don't you?
They're so very interesting what people will do to their bodies in an effort to look beautiful or you look younger.
I'm not
or
sure that rubbing chocolate on you really does help.
licking it off of your hands or something like that.
Oh,
That would be really good. Drinking your bath water if necessary.
Oh,
The Toilet Paper Wedding Dress Contest, now in its 7th year, announced the best dressed creation this summer, sponsored by the website cheapchicweddings.com. Readers are asked to put their do-it-yourself skills to work for the chance to win $1,000. That's about the cost of your average bridal confection, but these creative contestants, not all of them were brides, prove that all you need are a few bucks or even a coupon to create a look that's worth marrying for.
so they're making a wedding dress out of toilet paper.
Toilet paper wedding dresses. It's white, so I guess it makes sense.
Do they
Just pray that it
the
doesn't
real-
rain.
Rain would really spoil this show.
Yeah, certainly.
Or make it very interesting. One of the two. So do they actually then wear them in a wedding? That's my question.
You know, I have a hard time believing that they would. I mean, you really want to go and be a bride in your wedding with a toilet paper dress? I mean, seriously. I think it's more just art, I think is probably what it's supposed to be.
Okay. All right. You have
Yeah.
one more for
I
us?
got one more for you. This is interesting. This is a good technology one. The power of invisibility may soon be more than just a sci-fi fantasy. Researchers in Spain have developed an anti-magnet cloak that could hide objects from magnetic fields. The cloak is only conceptual right now, but if developed, it could open a host of new medical possibilities. For one, patients with pacemakers or other magnetic implants would be able to undergo MRIs without harm. We are only moments away from having the power of invisibility. It starts with magnet fields and then it goes on to everything else.
You know, I was a Superman fan.
Yeah.
So my favorite superpower would have been flying, I think.
Okay.
Maybe super strength.
Okay.
And then I like Spider-Man, the whole climbing the wall things. But I think most comic book fans would say invisibility ranked up there. And in the superpower world, invisibility would be pretty cool.
If you think about it, I'm a big Predator fan. That 1980s movie, that monster movie, alien movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what he
Governor
used was he used
Schwarzenegger.
magnetic fields to make himself invisible.
Chameleon-like.
Yes. So this is what I'm saying. I'm thinking that we are only moments away from having the power of invisibility, much like Harry Potter or Predator.
Very cool. Very cool. Those are clearly and obviously
The things that matter.
There you go. There you go. We are going to take another quick break. We have another special guest, a political analyst here with us today, Milan Blake.
Been on the show before.
He has. He's becoming a regular. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Kathy Guy with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Call us today for all your personal insurance needs. With 28 years in the insurance business, I have the solutions and pricing you are looking for. At Landmark Insurance Brokerage, we've got you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television. Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m., or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
Raise the level of quality on that show with her.
I think this is live.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
We learned that lesson last time,
We
didn't
take this very seriously.
We do.
This is
So
very
serious.
serious. We have a very special guest with us, Milan Blake, who is our local political analyst. We have had him on the show. Yeah, please sit up. This is serious business here. We have him on the show every so often to kind of give us the update. And the GOP race for presidential candidate has heated up, and we know a lot of our viewers are fans of the Republican Party in particular, but politics in general. So the last time you were here, Milan,
Yes.
and we were just mentioning it off air, you kind of called it. You said Perry is the front runner. My response was something like, Perry's not in the race yet, and you said he will be.
Actually, I think you said, "Who the heck is Perry?"
And sure enough, almost immediately after you announced that he was running for president, immediately became the front runner. But chaos has broken out. What's going on with the GOP party? Who's the favorite? Who's in the race?
Well, they had a debate down in Orlando the other night, and he got beat up pretty good.
Perry did.
Yeah. Like I told you, whoever is in front, whoever's leading the polls, and he still is, by the way, that's who they're going to go after. And they did. They went after him pretty good. They got him on immigration. I think that was probably one that a lot of people who kind of, quote unquote, support him, had to take a deep breath on there. But
So what's this mean for him? I mean, he got beat up pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a death blow, or is this something he can recover from?
Oh, he can recover from it, sure. I mean, I'm sure he is sitting there with his advisor saying, I misspoke this. I just need to clean this up here and stuff. I mean, we still got time.
He
has
didn't
time.
win the Florida straw poll.
No, Herman Cain won this.
Herman Cain. Now, the last time we were here,
The Godfather.
he wasn't even on the map. Who is Herman Cain?
Herman Cain's been on the map, I guess, for us who live and breathe this stuff, for some time now. He actually ran last time. But, yeah, he won the Florida straw poll. But also, remember what I told you, straw polls, you got 3,000 people in a room, and they pick who did a good job last night. And he had a better debate.
So and you're.
But I don't take much in the straw polls. I'll be honest.
Okay,
Look at the
okay.
Iowa. Who won the Iowa straw poll?
Michelle
Bachmann.
Right.
I mean, most people were like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. So
So-
Herman, your sense is that he's not a legitimate contender for the GOP.
No.
No. Okay.
Now, some of the numbers I've seen here recently, though, they show that Perry has not won any of these polls. The New Hampshire poll, the Michigan poll, now the Florida poll. So.
Well, I don't think he was on those.
He was on the Michigan.
Was he on the Michigan?
So is he still the front runner then? Is Perry still the
I
front
think
runner?
through Gallup polling, he still is, just barely or whatnot.
So our friend Mitt, which
Mitt.
is an extraordinary first name.
Fantastic first name.
Mitt Romney, who of course ran against Barack Obama, he ran against McCain really.
Yeah.
Lost to McCain, was a close second, I think. He was in the ball game, threw his name in the hat again. Was initially the leader. Where's Mitt in all this? How's he doing?
I think he is. Definitely the Tea Partiers will never go for him, and I think it's just a small amount of people who are Mitt Romney fans, to be honest with you.
So he's not a legitimate contender.
He is a legitimate. He's got enough money. He's got probably more money than all of them put together, and part of this game is money.
Right.
So he can have a fundraiser, a fish fry here in the South, and then go out there and sip wine or do a spa.
Spa.
out in California.
Well, spa and sip wine at the
Yeah.
same time.
There you
Red
go.
wines you drink
So he's
about
got plenty of money, and when the commercial things start happening, he'll be able to have a 30-second commercial every other second. I mean,
Yeah. So your flick channels will be Mitt Romney, Mitt
yeah.
Romney.
So
Mitt
he's
Romney.
got plenty of money to see this
So
all the way through. But he just doesn't have, the Tea Party or the Republican establishment.
Well, I thought the rumor was that he had the Republican establishment, but he didn't have the Tea Party. He doesn't even have the
Well,
Republican
he's got
establishment.
what I guess you consider the elite of the
The
Republican
elite.
Party.
Oh, okay.
So and then there's our last time, our favorite to talk about, Michelle Bachmann.
Michelle Bachmann.
She wins the Iowa straw poll. She comes out strong. She's throwing punches left and right. And then the polls come out. She's a little below Romney. Then Perry joins the fight, and she's like suddenly the afterthought. Yeah, where's she at today?
Exactly.
That's your point.
Exactly.
She's making waves.
So,
but-
and that really, if you think about it, think November, December, maybe even to January. After that, you're going to have basically 3 or 4 that stay, and the rest will drop out, right? Those who drop out, where are their supporters going to go? Most of them will go to Perry.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Perry's, he had a bad night.
So this is why you're the analyst, Milan.
thanks.
So you got this all spread out right now. You got 6, 7, 8, 9 contenders up there, and as they drop out, those supporters go somewhere, and you feel like the projections say that they're all going to start slipping to Perry, and Perry will get stronger and
Well,
stronger.
you take Ron Paul, who the Tea Party people like a lot, and Michelle Bachmann, also kind of in the same boat. When they drop out, most of their support will go to Perry. I guarantee it probably will not go to Mitt Romney.
Okay.
So that's why Perry, he had a bad night. He needs to re-engage the issue of immigration. Clean that up a little bit, make sure people understand where he's at on that. But when the others drop out, they'll go to Perry still.
Now, what about
the big question mark? Can't leave it hanging. Is Christie?
Oh, really? He's the question mark.
Yeah, he's the question mark in the sense that
If
he jumps in, he will give all of them a run for their money.
And he's the governor of New Jersey.
He's
right
governor
now.
of New Jersey, and apparently what I've heard over the last couple of days is he's not against running like he used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So if he joins today, is he the favorite?
He's one of them. Yeah,
He's
one of
up
them.
there.
But remember, running for president is not for the faint-hearted. I mean,
Right.
our own very, like Fred Thompson, very good in the public.
Right.
Had political experience, but when he got into the presidential, found out it's a whole different ballgame.
Right.
I mean, and Christie may not want to put himself through that.
And he'd probably have establishment, elite, and Tea
Yeah.
Party.
If your
back.
heart's not in it, don't get involved. I mean, don't
Now,
run.
what about Sarah Palin?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's still on a book tour, right?
Really? You don't think she's actually going to enter the race? Because some people are speculating she may still jump in.
She's only got a couple more weeks left if she's going to.
If she jumps in, how does that affect the mix?
Well, she will attract, and that will hurt Perry.
Really?
Yeah.
So then that helps Mitt Romney.
That helps Mitt Romney, yeah.
So Mitt Romney.
See, there's
maybe
two
on
ways
the
to
phone.
victory. There's 2 ways of victory, right? You win or the other person loses.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So Mitt Romney's people might be calling Sarah Palin's people saying, "Oh, you ought to do
I don't
this."
think they're calling her.
Could she win? Could she be our GOP presidential candidate?
It'd be tough right now.
All right,
I think with she's missed the debate. Although we have a debate every other night, it seems like, don't we?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So let me put you on the spot. Predictions. Okay.
Predictions.
First off, today, and I know this all changes depending on who jumps in who. Today, who would, in your mind, be a GOP presidential candidate?
Who would be the nominee?
Yeah.
It would probably be Perry right now.
Okay. So Perry, all right, and I'm putting you on the spot again.
Yes.
Perry versus President Barack Obama. Who wins that?
Oh, that is putting me on the spot. I'll tell you, it's going to change a little bit. We just had the census.
Yes.
And Florida picked up 2 it's electoral college.
Right.
Florida, and I looked at the map the other day. Florida picked up 2. A lot of Georgia picked up 1. New York lost. Pennsylvania lost. So, a lot of the electoral votes are moving down to the south. But, It would be tough. It'll be tough. And you would assume that Texas, which is the second largest electoral college, will go to Perry.
Right.
And then California and New York would probably go to Obama. And then they would fight over Florida. And then you have to go get those 4 or 5 really swing states, you know, that have.
And Florida really is usually a wild card. It can go either way.
And Florida is like unbelievable wild card because
Right.
you got the Panhandle, which I'm familiar with, and the I-4 corridor, they call it, from Daytona, Orlando, Tampa, and then you got South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
And they got a lot of votes now.
Yeah.
They got what, 28 or something like that?
So, and
They
of
got
course,
29.
29.
of course we can't forget Gore versus Bush, where it had to go to the Supreme Court
I can forget that.
to determine what Florida was actually going to decide. So, all right. So,
But Obama, I mean, you also got to remember, I mean, he's probably more interested in, one, getting his jobs bill passed right now and getting a victory there. But he's also probably looking at what's going on in Europe with Greece, because if that happens and Greece defaults, that's really bad for us. And he's also probably looking at what's going on at the UN with Palestine and Israel going on, because down in South Florida, there's a lot of Jewish votes and stuff like that.
So you got Perry, and this is a big deal because you have a sitting president, so he'll be an incumbent on the ballot.
Yes.
Typically a strong favorite, but because of his past 3 years, and if the trend continues in the unemployment rate and the economy, he's going to be on shaky ground. You think this is going to be a close race? Perry is our GOP nominee, and things don't change much. It's going to be a close race.
It'll be interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to throw out there Sarah Palin. Let's say some freak of nature situation. Sarah Palin's our GOP candidate. Can she beat Barack Obama?
Probably not.
Well, then let me just throw one more in there, Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney?
If something happens to Perry down the road and Mitt gets the nomination.
I think what will happen is you will have, he will go to victory because the other person loses.
Can he beat Barack Obama?
Yeah, he can beat him, but I don't think that's the Republicans' first choice.
So you're looking at Perry is probably a favorite in a general election against Barack Obama. Mitt Romney maybe second, and really, honestly, Sarah Palin's probably a distant third there.
So after you find a candidate that kind of believes in what you believe in and represents your values and all that kind of stuff, you have to ask yourself the question, well, can they beat the opponent? And, you know, I think the thought is that Perry has a better shot at beating Obama than any of the others. But then we'll also have a vice presidential on the ticket as well.
Right.
So
which can't. Now, how much impact does that have, Milan? The vice presidential selection, does that swing a lot of votes?
Historically, it hasn't, but it can't help you, but it can hurt you, I guess, in a way.
Okay.
From watching the debates a little bit, it seems almost like Newt Gingrich is kind of trying to position himself as a VP
the other night,
candidate.
he took about a second to get off the stage. I don't know if you guys saw that, and they've been making fun of it on Saturday Night Live and stuff like that. It's funny to see Saturday Night Live and all these other comedians, what they pick on, and he's being tagged as not really wanting to run. As soon as they said goodnight, you're dismissed, he
takes off.
He punches out. I'm out of here.
And he's been really nice to all the other candidates too, it seems.
Yeah, so he may be looking for a VP slot, which wouldn't be a bad deal. I mean,
That's a good gig, isn't it? No responsibility, good paycheck, high visibility.
He's got a lot of experience too.
Yeah, he was Speaker of the House, which is third in line, so he was of all the ones up there, he was the closest to the president so far.
And another great first name.
Newt.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't need any more Newtonies.
Yeah. Yeah.
16 people leaving your staff, especially high-ranking people, is not good.
Not good. And of course, we got to say Herman Cain,
Herman, the Godfather.
the Godfather, and why do they call him that?
The Godfather because he was the CEO of Godfather's Pizza.
So immediately, he is my favorite candidate.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that should say free pizza.
I tell you what.
At least on election night. Free pizza. Everybody gets free pizza. Herman Cain.
Oh, you got a crowbar on the wallet?
Milan, man, thanks for joining us.
Anytime.
And we'll probably have you back as this continues to develop and time passes and these debates get more serious and we narrow the field. We're going to love to hear your analysis of what's going on.
Oh, wonderful. Right, this week is going to be an important week in the sense that Florida will decide when they're going to have their primary. Now, this is the big hoo-ha right now is when is Florida going to have it. They want to move it up, I think, January 31st. And if they do that, then Iowa will be in mid-December.
Wow.
So that will change things.
Mid-December. I mean, that's like
before
weeks.
Christmas. I mean,
Yeah,
while we're out shopping, we go to the mall and then we go over and vote.
Wow.
Well, not us. That would be in Iowa.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. That would accelerate this whole process.
That changes things quite a bit.
Huh. We'll be watching that. Great tip. Thanks.
Wow.
Thanks, Milan. Appreciate you coming on, brother. Appreciate you, man. Hey, we're going to wrap things up. We got the weather. We got one more special guest. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Thanks, man. We appreciate you, brother.
How would you like to look and feel better? If so, then visit the Ford Center for Anti-Aging, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest. Dr. Ford has been serving Cleveland and the surrounding area since 1984. He is a licensed physician with the Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, offering affordable Botox injections. Botox is a medication that is used to treat dynamic wrinkles such as crow's feet, forehead lines, and frown lines. In addition to Botox therapy, rejuvenate and smooth wrinkled skin. The micro laser peel treats skin conditions associated with aging and active lifestyles. If you're looking for safe and affordable anti-aging treatment, call the Ford Center for Anti-Aging at 423-614-0535, located at 2020 Key Street Northwest.
I'm Byron Winters with Landmark Insurance Brokerage. Contact me for all of your business insurance needs. From general liability to workers' comp, commercial auto, and business umbrellas, Landmark Insurance has you covered.
Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland, is your #1 Dodge Chrysler and Jeep dealer in this area. Stop by and see the brand new 2011 Chrysler 200. The 200 is essentially a new nameplate with a significant facelift to the outgoing 2010 Chrysler Sebring. A beautiful vehicle at an unbeatable price. And while you're there, check out the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the newly designed Dodge Durango. Redesigned, revamped, and reinvigorated. Yes, the Dodge Durango is back, bigger and better than ever. Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep offers a complete parts and service department with qualified service technicians to fix and repair your vehicle. So for your next brand new or pre-owned vehicle, make it Kyle Dodge Chrysler Jeep, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland.
I'm Dr. James Markham, host of the television program Heart of Health, seen right here on WTNB television, Thursday at 7 o'clock, Friday at 8 a.m. or Sunday at 3:30 p.m.
Welcome back, Tennessee Valley fans, all 11 of you. We're glad to have you this morning.
We love every single one of you.
We're going to take a quick look at the morning weather for you. If you're getting out there this morning, it is foggy, so take your time, give yourself a little extra time. It is pretty foggy. Make sure you got your low beams on. But once that burns off, it's going to be mostly cloudy, a high of 80. Tomorrow, partly sunny, a high of 81. And Thursday, sunny and a high of 82. Meteorologist Tolbert says it's going to be a nice weekend, so can bank it.
I'm actually good friends with Patrick Core.
You are. I read about that in the paper. That's very nice. We have another special guest, Sarah Anderson from CASA. And Sarah, tell us why you're here today.
Well, I'm here promoting an event we have in mid-October, October 13th. It's the Moonlight Walk for Militia Gibson, and it is on the Greenway at Raider Drive, so right by the high school, and it lasts from Raider Drive until the Prayer Gardens at the Church of God headquarters.
And this is a great event. I was able to go last year. Huge crowd. It is Really a great opportunity to give to a terrific local organization and hear a little bit about what's being done to prevent child abuse. So many of us know Militia Gibson's story. The point of this is to use that tragic death and spin it in a very positive way to prevent that very same situation from happening again.
Yes, we promised, the city of Cleveland promised Militia's family that we wouldn't forget her. And this, of course, happened in the late 70s. And there were a lot of things that came out of her death. We had a shelter came up in Cleveland, a hotline that you could call for child abuse to report it, all sorts of laws that came out of this. But we did kind of let that fade away over time. And so this is our way at CASA of recognizing her memory and also of just promoting awareness of child abuse, specifically in Bradley County. And then, of course, to raise funds and support for our organization because we are a child advocacy nonprofit.
So again, when is this and where?
It is October 13th at Raider Drive on the Greenway, and that's a Thursday at 7 o'clock.
Right, so it's the old First Tennessee building.
Yeah.
Go on over there. Get there a few minutes early because there's usually a good crowd.
Yeah, and we're going to have hopefully some booths and stuff set up for people, but don't get there, 6:30 or later, you'll be fine.
And
so.
T-shirts,
Yes,
glow-in-the-dark.
glow-in-the-dark T-shirts.
That's
with
what
a
I'm
sweet
excited
blue moon
about.
on them. You should be.
Yeah.
They're going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Which is awesome. We want to support this. We'll continue to plug October
Any chance for
13th.
people to see me more?
But what's the real reason you're here? What's the real reason?
The real reason I'm here is because last time I was here, we discussed NOLA, the
Yes.
restaurant. And NOLA, unfortunately, is no more, which is tragic. It's actually in the same building that my
I love
office
their
is in.
chicken salad.
I know,
Gumbo
and their
is
French onion
spectacular.
soup and their gumbo. It's very sad. But
So what's next?
we now have Crave coming in down there, and I think they're opening soon.
Wow.
Because they look like they're about to open. We keep
Crave.
My boss and I keep hoping. Crave.
What kind of
It's
kind
a
of food?
Southern cooking.
Southern cooking?
Can't wait.
Because we don't have enough of that.
No, not in Cleveland.
And if you get cravings, go to
Yes.
Crave.
It'll be bad for
They
me.
I
It's
think
gonna
I've
be
seen
bad.
their sign. I think they have a cute sign.
They have a very cute sign.
As we
Yeah.
talk about restaurants, today is United Way Restaurant Tuesday. CC's Pizza is giving 10% of their proceeds today. So if
fantastic.
you go on over to CC's, they support wonderful programs. It goes to the United Way, which goes to programs like CASA. So it's a great opportunity to plug our local nonprofits, as many as 30 organizations. So head on over to CC's for Restaurant Tuesday. We also have the Far East Broadcasting Company. People for Care and Learning is sponsoring the Korean Children's Choir, coming in all week long. Probably the most available time is Sunday morning at North Cleveland Church of God at 10:30, or First Baptist Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Your opportunity to see the Korean Children's Choir. They're also in town all Wednesday at Heritage Fellowship Church of God, Thursday Church of God International offices, Friday at Garden Plaza. They're doing all sorts of stuff. The Korean Children's Choir, it's a great event. I also wanted to plug and thank our special guest, Milan Blake, political analyst and guru. He has his own show. Monday morning, you want to hear more from Milan, Whoop FM, 99.9 FM.
Is it political? It's not political, is it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Political?
99.9 FM.
Get some political analysis.
Whoop FM, Milan Blake. Awesome show. Monday mornings at like 7-ish, 6:30-ish, 7-ish. Yeah, flick it on 99.9 FM, Milan Blake. American Pickers, Mike Wolf is coming October 23rd. I'm so psyched.
Yeah,
I
Matt.
keep
is-
hearing about that.
Mike
So
Wolf.
psyched.
Fantastic.
Favorite person of the day?
Dr. Liz Mosley. She is psychology instructor here at Cleveland State.
Wow.
And I have to be out of the office today, and she's taking my classes.
Well,
and so,
thank you, Dr. Liz.
So she's doing
Sounds
that
like
for
she
me.
should have her own show.
She might.
Favorite person of the day?
The person that gave me my coffee this morning.
There you go.
Actually, one of my best friends.
There
so
you
it
go.
worked out well.
There you go. My favorite person, I'm going to plug Milan one more time. Thanks for coming in this morning. And thank you all for joining us. We appreciate you being here on this foggy Tuesday morning. Have a terrific day.